Dear colleagues, hello. So Sochi, as always, provides the best conferences on industrial cybersecurity. So we're going to deal with trends and technologies of cybersecurity in the industry. Before I start telling about it, I'm going to discuss the trends with you. We together work with you in input substitution, so the heat transformation. So there are and so it brings new risks which need to be dealt with, and even new products which need to cover the demand, and so within the framework of the infrastructure. So what should we start with? All the closure of the cybersecurity, when we implement some defense solutions into the process. It should start with the inventory. Please raise your hands, those who is sure that he has got all the inventory of all his assets. I will raise the hand because Kaspersky lab has been dealing with it for 3 years. It spent a lot of time. It developed 3 new products which work within Kaspersky lab. A lot of time has been spent. Actually, the automatic detection of the new spheres. It's not. I'm not announcing yet. We added a new technology. So it can, in the automatic mode, or already detect new devices in the network. So they're fully automatical, so it can fill in the card with all the details. And also in the technical track, my colleagues are going to tell about this technology, so which technologies have been developed, how it all works. So it's going to be during the technical track within the framework of today's conference. So as I have already said, it's going to be also the technical filling of the cards is going to be discussed. So it's if we can check whether there are any vulnerabilities, what threats can it be exposed to, and as I have already said, we have the platform which unites the ways of IT segments and UT segment, and so which helps to automatically respond to the threats. We have introduced this platform several years ago, and we keep developing it. But the first part of it, as far as we have become the iron company, our product and our industrial product, we introduced the opportunity to decrease the costs on the building a safe network in our segment. We can come up to our operator, and he will tell you how we cut back on the expenses in our segment. If in short you save on sensors which you install in your system, and so of course you can redirect the traffic, and so you can manage it absolutely transparently, and it helps make our platform safe. Also, the input substitution leads to 30. Actually, we have got 32 operational systems, domestic operational systems, and so we invest in the development of kicks for Linux nodes, so to support also the legacy cores and specialized cores, so to prevent the attacks. So the attackers are aimed at Linux of the operational system in the framework of, so when they penetrate the system of industrial enterprises, they use the operational system for Linux system too. It happens regularly in Russia, also with the destructive functionality, and they steal the personal data and the confidential data, and so it's absolutely necessary for to use the trusted product. We introduced our network firewall, and so we also deal with the creation of the firewall and aiming at detention the threats which are typical for this network. And the functionality, there is going to be a special module which will detect the threat due to these networks. I am giving a short speech before I start announcing the project. According to the reports, so there are three main vectors of attack in Russia: the exploitation of vulnerabilities, the compromised credentials, which can be found on the internet, the data which can be used in attacks, for any customer. And the third one, which is the most popular, is the trusted relationship also on the chain of supplies. And so a week ago you saw two very bright incidents. There were attacks on some public depositories. So there were infected 1,000 of packages. And so Evgeny Valentinovich 1 hour ago told us about the worms. It was the first case when the repository was infected with worms, it was infected with malware, and it was they used the functionality of automatic spread. If we take into account this case, one of the biggest producers of in the sphere of security sphere, it is red, but it's not from Russia. I think you understand where it comes from. Its repository was infected, and so actually we will tell in details about this attack. Next week we are going to release a big investigation on this targeted attack, and so this attack on the chain of supplies is one of the most popular ways. Let's go back to the vulnerability. Let's check the statistics. This is for 2024, and the statistics we take this year, and we will make a short prognosis. So the number of vulnerabilities increasing every year, the critical vulnerabilities, which can produce the automatic exploitment is growing too. So it's impossible to detect all the vulnerabilities of your infrastructure. If you don't scan any decisions on some in your infrastructure, you will find hundreds of thousands of vulnerabilities, and you will not check all of them. You should find the most critical ones, and you should understand if there is a vector of attack and deal with it first. In this, you can get the help of the product of one plan. So this is Kaspersky Vulnerability Management product, and we're very proud that we're entering this market, and I will tell you later when it will be available. This is the leadership decision, which is based on the agents and non-agent scanning, and the possibility to analyze vulnerabilities, and so which allows to have its own database with of all kinds of vulnerabilities, also for Linux system. And so you can make our team makes the expertise and makes the most important description of what should be done with it. The roadmap by the end of this year, in the fourth quarter, this version will be available. We are hoping to get feedback from you. So all the Linux and Windows systems are going to be supported. There will be compliance rules to evaluate the operability of the system, and also and so it's going to be a cool product, and we are hoping to get feedback from you. So as you understand, I'm Anton Ivanov, so the AI in English. So we cannot deal without our AI, so we're going to add to this product a wonderful functionality which is absolutely unique. You cannot find it even on the world market. Of the world leadership solutions, we will make it with our technological partner. So he's the leader in the world. With these guys, with this team, we have made a wonderful technology, which I would like to show to you how this technological magic is working. So with my colleague from Sber, we shot a short demo. I'm going to comment on it. Evgeny has said on the stage what is going to take place, what threats we are going to have. Worms there were worms, there was destructive activity. In 2 or 3 years, we're going to face a new wave of cybercrimes, and it will be performed by the artificial intelligence, by the agent systems, or fully automatically without the human participation. Unfortunately, this is our future, which we are going to face in 2 or 3 years. We need to deal with it right now, and that's why only the solutions which are in the fully automatical mode will respond to these attacks from artificial intelligence will be efficient. And so I'm going to show you right now. So this is PDR platform. So what are we going? We choose a node which was found within the framework of the inventory. We take some credentials which can be found automatically on our platform. We get to our AI system, and so try to hack this node to describe in the human language in Russian what should be done with it. Try to use this technique, find a password, and it will be described. So you can describe just simple rules, and so the AI agent can start working. If you did it, so I'm going to speak about the techniques later on and why we use this here. So you just click one button, and so you will see a system. AI is testing the node of the node. Some more expert conclusions will be added, and so you will get a short report on the vulnerability of the system, which will be written in the plain language, easy to understand, and what we managed to achieve thanks to the agents of AI. So this is an automatic personal tin taster, which is available for you 24/7, all year round, and you can analyze the level of protection of your system, and you can interpret the results too. So, and what should be done with it, and so it will work much faster than a similar job performed by a human. So that's how the so for example, this one was hacked by our AI agent, so it will be available by there are some companies which try to enter this market, but actually this is a very complicated sphere of which its own system and its own agent. That's what we do with our technological partner. That's where what has the future. So our product, also the full automatic agent is going to be added to our product. So that what has the future. So I chose the technique we used here within the framework of the task of the agent of the AI, and so this is techniques which is used by many malicious attackers. So use your camera on this QR code. There are 330 pages of some cool fiction, and so with the description of how the Russian system is attacked. Our experts described all the groups, active, futuristic, which my colleague Dmitry has already spoken about. This is a really cool fiction. I did that on purpose so that all this expertise, which is taken by the experts of our center, it's added to the expertise which can be used by our clients. And so our solutions will try to find the vulnerabilities, the incorrect settings, and break your infrastructure in the good sense using the current techniques. So cool mathematics and the AI together in the collaboration and all the understanding of the landscape of threats is going to work together. And I want you to use this solution. So in the fourth quarter of this year, this solution is going to be available together. We will make our infrastructure much safer. Thank you very much, dear colleagues.